Hey guys, before we get into the video, I just want to let y'all know this is my first Rust console or just a Rust video in general on YouTube, and I kind of had fun making this. And another note, I'm gonna kind of be voicing over the entire gameplay because, well, I kind of didn't catch all of the communications between my teammates and me. I haven't figured out how to do that just yet. So for now, I'm just gonna voice over and explain what's going on in the situations. Hope you enjoy the video and like and subscribe for more. Alright, so pretty much it is at least an hour into wipe, and my teammates had already gotten a head start. So I started collecting whatever I could along the way, just so I could get some stuff like comps and whatever for the team. Yeah, and then I kept running the road and ran into a duo, and let's just say it didn't go so well. To be honest, I was scared in the situation because this damn duo is out here trying to get me. So I couldn't really do anything, especially since I didn't have a bow. So I just kept running away, trying to figure out what to do. And so I had ended up dying, but it's okay. It happens almost all the time in Rust. You just gotta live with it. There's times when things can go good for you and times when things can go bad for you. And this just wasn't one of my times. And if you're trying to figure out where exactly base is and where I'm trying to go, it's the ice lake, the one that I zoomed in on, just so y'all know. So pretty much I was heading to harbor. I was just collecting a little bit of wood and materials, as I said I was trying to do originally, until I got killed by the duo. So I end up heading over to harbor and starting to loot. And after a while of looting and getting lucky boxes, I had found myself a compound bow and hazmat and some other resources. Then I started chasing down this bear. After harvesting the bear, I went to go collect a little bit more comps, and then I headed to the recycler in harbor. And after a little while of waiting at the recycler, my teammates ended up pulling up to harbor and adding me to team, because they also had some resources of their own they had to recycle. And after a long run home, we finally made it to base. After a while of getting settled into base, we prepared to go roaming with our primitive kits. And along the way, along the shore, while we were roaming, ran into some Yoka kid trying to kill me. So we just put him down real quick. After a while of roaming for a little bit, my teammates saw some bow kids down towards the road. So it was kind of a mini little primitive war, just for like a tiny bit. A bunch of kids just kept showing up. Shit, I almost died trying to fight one of them. But you'll see how it plays out. Honestly, during this, I was kind of freaking out because there was just a bunch of people showing up. Like I said, I thought I was about to die, but we end up coming out on top towards the end. I'm not gonna lie, I was doing really horrible with my salvage sword swipes, so please don't mind it. After our little mini primitive war was over, we started to head back towards base, and then we ran into some little farmer kid, I guess, and my teammate killed him. Unfortunately, I didn't really get the goop reveal because my teammates just ravaged it and grabbed the rest of the shit, so I couldn't really show what the loot was looking like. After a while of my teammate collecting some nodes around with the jackhammer we got off the kid we just killed, we headed back to base pretty much. Once we got to base, the plan was to do a monument run real quick, but first I was gonna fill up furnaces real fast, and then we would head to water treatment and do the card run. And once my teammates got the cards, we set out to water treatment. The plan was 2 of us go to the blue card room while the other just puts in the fuse. So we just did exactly that, but my teammate for some reason thought that the card room was like up where the recycler was, so that's why you see me run up to the recycler, because I was following behind him. And then we end up going into blue room, looting, and whatever. And then after looting, I go to recycle at the recycler. While recycling, I went out and got a couple of comps, but I kind of cut that out just to save time. After finishing recycling, I headed over to my teammates because they also had to recycle. So I just headed over to them and we headed back to the recycler. And a naked shows up and I guess went there to recycle. So we just put him down just like the little Yoka kid we killed earlier. After my teammates finished recycling, we headed home. Once getting home, we put up all the loot and, well, the next objective was to take cargo. But first, I was gonna make weapons, so I made a SAR and a Tommy. And I almost forgot to mention this, I took M39, but it's because my teammates got a drop before I got online, so the drop that they got had M39 in it. So after a while of making a little bit of meds and ammo, my teammate was already out looking for a boat, so as soon as we finished up getting ready, we went out and our teammate came to pick us up. Once he picked us up, we set out to sea. As we got closer to cargo, we were lucky enough to be the first people to even get on there. But unfortunately, there were no counters, but I'll still show the clips of killing the scientists and everything. This next part sort of pissed me off. I had so many fucking invalids shooting at this one scientist on top left, cause he was not dying. As you can see, the amount of damage I should have fucking done to him, he should have been dead already. So I had to get more ammo, and luckily my teammates slid me some. After my teammates finished the rest of the scientists, we really just watched for silent boats. As I said, nobody really pulled up. So, yeah, pretty much it was a waste of a clip, but it was fun taking out the scientists and stuff. After waiting a while, I just sat there waiting for the crate to unlock. And as you can see, the crate had some pretty shitty loot. But the two crates that my teammates got, they actually got some decent crates. And I'll show it when I get to the back of the cargo. Then, after making sure we had everything, we headed back to base. Then, after a while, one of my teammates had to hop off, so it was just me and the other one. So, after depoting and everything, we noticed that Chinook came out, so we headed out to Chinook and went to go take the crate. Along the way there, we heard a couple of Tommy shots, so we knew that somebody was probably there. So we attempted to camp them, since they would have the high ground if we tried to push up anyway, so it wouldn't have mattered. After a while of waiting and waiting, I'm assuming they probably knew that we were there, but it took them a while to finally, leave. So we started to hear their footsteps, and two pushed down. As soon as I saw them coming down, I prepared to shoot the second one that came down, and I got him. And I was looking for the other one, getting ready to shoot. And as soon as he popped up in front of me, I feel like that should have killed him. Just be honest with me. Should that have killed him? Because I know I hit all those shots. Well, most of them, not all of them. Once I died and everything, I attempted to go back. I just grabbed a crossbow. I grabbed whatever I could get, and I headed down. And unfortunately, they ended up getting away. Plus, I kept missing all my crossbow shots. be honest, there was no point in showing the rest because, well, it was pretty much a lost cause at that point because I ended up dying. So after the sort of loss or whatever, my teammate pretty much hopped off as well, the other one. So it was really just me. So I headed down to go recycle some comps and get some scrap for the base. After a while of recycling, I just grabbed all the loot and stuff I got and headed back to base. After a while of organizing and putting up some loot, I went on a farm run. And after a while of farming, I came out with a decent amount of farm. After the farm run, I went AFK in base for like maybe an hour or two, and then I pretty much just got ready to go take oil rig, but I noticed we had no low grade. So I went to the local outpost, got some scrap, and bought low grade. After a little bit of a small adventure, I finally made it to Outpost. Once I got to the vending machines, I started buying all the low grade I could, and then after, I headed back to base. After getting back to base, I prepared to go take oil, grabbed a couple cards, a little bit of meds, and got some low grade and got ready to go. So I headed out to the rib. Once I got there, I started taking the dock scientist, and then I was gonna push up and then take out the rest. After looting the random bag that I saw in the water, I started farming the scientist and then pushed up from there and started to fight the scientists. And honestly, it went pretty well. After killing the scientists and looting them, I then just chopped up their bodies, got some cloth, and then went on to take the next horde. After I took out those scientists and chopped up their bodies, I proceeded to go to the top. While I was healing, I was trying to figure out how to sort out my inventory because I had a bunch of stuff on me. After healing a little bit, I headed up to the top so I could start the crate. I'm not gonna lie, right here, I was kinda struggling to kill these heavy scientists, especially through these little cracks, and then they just keep moving, so it's kind of annoying. After I killed most of them, I went down to kill the last one. After I killed him and then finished looting all the scientists, I went to go look at the crate. And after waiting a while for crate to be finished, I ended up hearing some counters. Because for some reason, counters like pulling up when it's just me, but when I have all my teammates, nobody wants to counter. Because I'm gonna let you know right now, I ain't no blueprint. So, like, I'm not gonna be able to take multiple people. And unfortunately, they were at least a 4-man or a 3-man. And even though I tried my best, it didn't work in my favor, but it's alright. Though I am gonna end the video here. If y'all would like a part 2, please let me know. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. And peace.